So today on a Transformers Cyberworld Wednesday, I guess, this was a segment I was waiting to do because I was waiting for some decent photos to surface of all of these items. I've seen images online, but they were all super grainy, and I don't like to talk about stuff that we could barely make out in photos. But big shout out to Benson Yee of BWTF.com coming through in the clutch with some fantastic photos from New York Toy Fair. Again, go check out BWTF.com. Ben has always been a friendly dude in the Transformer community, and always go check out his stuff. He's been around forever. And let's jump into it like we always do here on the Transformers Slag podcast, and we got some good stuff here. First up, we got an indication of weapons that will be coming with some of the toys that we didn't know before. Like the basic Cyber Changer $9.99 price point, like the Mega Bull Megatron. It actually has a tail weapon that detaches and can be held in its hand. People were wondering, is the Armor Changer price point the only price point that's going to have weapons, like the $14.99 Armor Changer price point? But it looks like that will not be the case. The Armor Changer price point has a transforming weapon and will sometimes also have an extra non-transforming little weapon on the side. And that's what adds to the price. Especially now that we have like even a new photo here from Ben of the Armor Changer Galvatron, and he has a handheld basic tail weapon that comes from his Dragon mode, and then he has that big Armor Changer transforming weapon. So that gives us a better understanding of how that's going to work moving forward. $9.99 basic transforming figure, one simple weapon. $14.99 same scale price point, also has a regular weapon, but then a much larger transforming weapon to go with it. Then we have also some other stuff here. We have the basic Cyber Changer Snarl that we've seen before, now with, of course, his weapon, but he's also riding on top of a very peculiar vehicle. Now, this vehicle is actually part of the big Scorponok Strike Battle robot playset. If you look on the back of the packaging, parts of him could detach and you can mix and match the pieces to make some really wild looking vehicles. And you have here like this motorcycle that's compatible with all the different Cyber Changers, the basic ones and the armor ones, and they're all compatible and they could all ride on the motorcycle mode. And you just have one example of that here with Snarl. On the back of the packaging, you could see the Megatron with the full crazy motorcycle pieces, everything mixed and matched. Looks very cool. And now we also have some way more clearer images of our basic Cyber Changer scale of the Elita 1. Now we can marvel at her boat mode, her robot mode. These are much better photos than what we had before, which were super grainy. So check those out too. We finally got that. We talked about her just a couple of days ago and what's going on with her and her alt mode history. We also got some a better image of the basic, Cyber Changer price point of Starscream. So now we don't have just a blurry image. And, we don't have an alt mode image. The only thing that we really have of alt modes, honestly, is pretty much that control art from the entertainment package of Starscream's alt mode. But at the end of the day, he's a repaint retool of the Mirage, so there's no big surprises really with how that's going to look in alt mode, if anything. And then we got some other first looks here. We also got our first look of I guess we'll call it an Insecticon, because there's no name listed right here, right now, but the Transformers Cyberworld Insecticon looking Armor Cyber Changer price point $14.99. It's colored like Deluxe Class Insecticon Barrage. It has an alt mode like Deluxe Class Insecticon Chop Shop. Has a very demonic looking head and also a transforming weapon, so it is part of that Armor Cyber Changer price point. Very wild looking, but we don't have a name yet, or if he's going to be in a future wave, probably like a Wave 2 character or something. And then we also have here a shot of a alt mode of what looks like a basic Cyber Changer Bumblebee. So far, we've already seen an Armor Cyber Changer Bumblebee, and this one sports a very different alt mode from that. So chances are this is probably the $9.99 basic Cyber Changer price point of him. Continuing two different price points of the same dude, we also have the same thing where we got to see our basic Cyber Changer Optimus Prime, the flat-nosed truck, with all just the basicness of it. But now we have our first look of the Armor Cyber Changer Off-Road Optimus Prime. A long-nosed pickup truck, big grille, floodlights on the front, and an armor cyber changer transforming weapon that goes with them that, in all honesty, so far from my opinion, looks like a manta ray from far away. Looks like a manta ray that transforms into some kind of weapon and stuff. But maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just the shape of the gun. But man, it looks like a manta ray. And yeah, very cool stuff here. Again, Cyber World is slowly growing as a line, and we're going to learn more and more as time progresses, and we'll get better images, and we'll finally see what everything comes with and stuff, because there's still a lot of, lack of information when it comes to this line. Again, thanks to Benson E for the great photos and awesome stuff. And speaking of future Transformer lines, also Takara Tomy on the other side of the globe in Japan has dropped a big teaser today in TV Magazine. A teaser image that says here on this little small teaser images, big scoop, new Transformers TV series and line in development. Stay tuned, mid-March 2025. So looks like we're going to probably finally see more of that Transformers Wild King series that we've been talking about, because that's what it looks like in these silhouettes here. Again, it's Wild King. It's a combination of how the Japanese do things, of wild and docking, wild docking. So a lot of combiner elements. We talked about it quite a few months ago here on the podcast. If you want to check out that segment, Optimus Prime and Megatron with a whole bunch of B-spots that could attach to them and combine and everything. So supposedly we're going to get way more info about a series, about the line and everything in the middle of this month. So a lot of crazy stuff going on, a lot of reveals. March is going to be quite stacked. And I mean, on top of it all, TFcon is literally this weekend. I'll be there with Aaron Archer. Check that out. We're going to have exclusives. We're going to have art. We're going to have all kinds of cool stuff there at our booth. Check that out. Symbiote Studios will be there. It's going to be a wild weekend. Once again, thank you for listening to the Transformer Slag podcast and keeping you educated, entertained, and informed on your Transformer hobby. And as always, I'll talk to you in the near future.